Now, this article is just funny. I wanted to talk about it because this is the type of shit that happens behind the scenes that people don't see, and why split ups happen. Because this is just hilarious now looking back on it, but at the time, I'm sure Jay-Z was frustrated. So let's go over this. Memphis Bleek admits he and Beanie Sigel blew $300,000 instead of recording an album. During a recent episode of roc-a-fella, Memphis Bleek recalled traveling to Miami in the early 2000s to record music. At the time, he was joined by his former label mate Freeway, who planned to make full use of the studio time. Bleek was supposed to be working on songs for a collab album with Beanie Sigel. So let's go over exactly what happened, because this is insane.
Me and Beans were supposed to do an album. They flew us to Miami, right? They said, everybody go to Miami. Me, I ain't have none of my artists with me, but Bean said, I'm bringing Freeway with me. Because he ain't even have a budget. Free ain't have nothing. So they like, yo, y'all do the album. We bullshitting in the studio. Yeah. We get back to New York. Jay like, yo, what did y'all do? So me and Beans looking like, we ain't got nothing. We ain't do nothing. So he like, yo, y'all blew $300,000 just in the studio. Like, what y'all do? So then niggas like, Guru was like, but Freeway got some records. And my nigga Free, you came with the 2 monster records, bro. You made, if I believe, I know What We Do Is Wrong is one of them.
Yeah, we did What We Do in New York, but we did Rock the Mic
in Miami.
That is crazy. So shout out to Freeway for actually getting some work done, but I would be pissed if I was Jay-Z, and I'm sure Dame Dash was furious as well. But these are the things that happen behind the scenes to, like, see, for example, 50 and Young Buck's relationship. 50 made it clear of the tax situation, and Buck was just blowing money, and 50 had to cover a lot of the things. So we know that's what happened with the 50 and Buck situation, where the relationship just started getting worse. This is another example where artists have opportunities, and instead they fuck it off, and they blow it off, and they just do whatever. And I get it. When you're young and you have, like me, if I was 21 and I had access to hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially in the early 2000s, you know, hey, man, I would be doing some crazy shit. Let's just be honest. I don't partake in drugs, but I would be having big booty Latinas everywhere. I would be having parties. All kinds of shit, right? Because, hey, man, you're young. You're never going to get your youth back, and you got all this money, and you're signed to arguably one of the hottest labels at the time. Come on, man. So I expect a little fuckery. You know, as a boss, I would expect some people fucking off a little bit and doing some dumb shit. But that's insane. $300,000 just blown with basically Freeway only coming back with music is crazy, man. And that just shows there's certain people's work ethics, right? Certain work ethics is why Jay-Z, 50, and all these big names became what they became, because they have work ethics that beat everybody else. You know, you got to be consistent. You got to be hungry every single day, regardless of what amount of money you get. You know, so just a very funny and interesting story. And I'm sure that's probably a lot of the reason why Jay-Z has distanced himself from everybody, ended up splitting, you know, from roc-a-fella and had his own thing with Roc Nation, stuff like that. So very, very cool story.